in there. Boom. Dogs mic. You're in nursing school. I know, right? That was like... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. By the looks of the title, you guys already know what we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you guys how to get into nursing school. And this is a question I'm asked a lot. A lot of people ask me, well, how do I even get started? What is literally the first thing I need to do? Like, I know I got to go to nursing school, but what steps, like, what is it that I need to do to get into nursing school? And I got all of the information for y'all. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. I love and appreciate y'all so much. So the first thing you want to do to get into nursing school is research. Okay, before you make any big decision in your life, you want to research. You want to, for one, you want to make sure that this is something that you want to do. You know, look, it's tons of nursing videos on YouTube. It's tons of nurses on social media. So go ahead and reach out to some nurses, you know, see if they like it, see if they can tell you the most awful thing they've ever seen or done, just so that you can have an idea. You know, just like anything, it's pros and cons. It's good, there's bad, but just make sure, you know, nursing is something you actually want to do, because nursing school is difficult, and I would hate for you to start something, get into it, and then realize this isn't something you want to do. Nobody wants to waste time. So for one, first step, do your research. Okay, so after you've decided that you actually want to be a nurse, then you need to research schools. Okay, research some nursing schools. I would say maybe get about 2 or 3 schools you're interested in your area, just so that if you don't get into your first pick, you can get into your second pick. If you don't get into your second pick, you can get into your third. Not to mention, schools, they offer different things. So it may be a program you see that's shorter than the other, and maybe that one fits you best. It may be a program that's cheaper than another, and that one may suit you best. So it's good to just have an idea of what different schools offer, especially because you have private institutions as well as public, and usually private is a little bit more pricey, but maybe it's easier to get into because they may, you know, have a requirement that the public school don't, or vice versa. So just make sure you do your research with your nursing schools, and then once you do decide what schools you want to apply to, go ahead and look at the start date. You need to look at the start date because you want to know how much time you have to get everything submitted. You want to make sure you get your transcripts in on time. You want to be able to take your entrance exams. You want to make sure you have all your fees. So just take a look at the start date so you can have an idea of when you want to start. Next, you want to look at the requirements of that school. Make sure that all of the requirements they have, you've met, or make sure you have time to meet them before the start date. Look at the length of the program. You know, some programs, depending if you do ASN or BSN, they can be anywhere from 12 months to 2 years. It really just depends. So take a look at the length of the program. So the next thing you want to look at is accreditation. Okay, make sure you're going to a nursing school that's accredited, especially if you have a ideal hospital that you want to work at in the future. You want to make sure you're going to a school that's accredited by whatever accreditation company or entity that the hospital prefers. Okay, so you hate to go through a nursing program and then when you graduate find out that none of the hospitals in your area will accept you as a nurse because your program wasn't accredited by the accreditation agency that they prefer. So make sure your program is accredited. So we talked about searching nursing schools. The second I can't believe this is only the second. Okay, so the second thing you want to do is meet with an advisor. Okay, so you have your schools picked out, you've done all your research. Now you need to actually speak with someone that represents that school, who can tell you what the next steps are, help you with the requirements. Literally, the advisor is like the fairy godmother of the school. So they are one of the most important people, okay, because they are going to hold your hand and get you into this program. They're going to put you in touch with financial aid. They're going to put you in touch with the testing center so that you can get your entrance exams done. Just, they are the go-to. Any questions you have is you can't even do anything now without an advisor. So most schools require you to speak with an advisor anyway before you get to make any steps on that campus, before you can go to financial aid, before you can go to the testing center to take your entrance exams. Like, you literally have to speak to an advisor first, which is a good thing, because you don't want to, be doing things and you find out, oh, well, they don't even have your transcripts. They don't even have, just whatever you need in place for you to make the next step. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to waste time. You want to get everything done before the start date. So just don't even trip about having an advisor. They're literally there to help you, and you will be thankful that you have one. So, boom. So first is research. We're going to research schools. Second is advisor. We're going to meet with an advisor. The third thing that you want to do is prepare for your entrance exam. And I know entrance exams, it can sound a little intimidating, but guys, these entrance exams is really just, it's testing your readiness to make sure that you have enough knowledge to be successful while in the program. So if you don't even have, basic understanding of reading, math, science, etc., then you're already going to be a little bit behind in the actual program. So entrance tests are really a good thing, because it's making sure that you're going to be successful in nursing school. You want to make sure that you're not setting yourself up for failure. So now you probably want to know, how difficult are these entrance exams? And to be honest, they're not super difficult. I'll tell you one thing, they're not going to be as difficult as your nursing classes and as your final exit and your NCLEX. I'll tell you that much. But it may be something that you need to study, brush up on, like math. Like, I'm terrible at math. So when I prepared for my entrance exam, I got on Amazon. I purchased a HESI, I think it's HESI A1 book or something like that. The entrance exams that were required from my school. I went ahead and purchased that book, and I practiced. I didn't spend too much time in the reading portion, but the math, and I think even maybe grammar, was some things that I spent most of my time on, because I had been out of school for a little while. So I needed to brush up on those topics. And that's okay, because we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and sometimes you just need a little refresher. But the thing is, you're not the only one. So like I said, there are practice books and practice exams on the internet, on Amazon, things that you can purchase to help you prepare. Most schools, I believe, they offer the Wonderlic, which is, I really don't think that's a test that you necessarily study for. That one is a lot easier than the HESI or the ATI exam that you may have to take, or TEAS, I believe it is. But so I think you will have two actual entrance tests. The Wonderlic is usually easier, and then the HESI may be something that you have to study for. But I do believe they offer a practice exam first. So along with the entrance test, of course, they're going to look for certain scores. You need to average a certain score in order for you to be accepted. But they're also going to take a look at your transcripts as well. So my school, I believe I needed to have at least a C in every prerequisite course for them to, for one, accept it as a credit. And then, just for them to average all of my testing for me to be accepted, I needed a certain GPA from my transcripts. So if you are taking prerequisite courses like your anatomy and your biology, things like that, please take those courses serious. Try to aim for A's, maybe a B. Worst case scenario, if you don't do good in that class, go ahead and take it over and, just get the best grade. Only if you're taking prerequisite courses at another institution and then you plan to apply to a different nursing program, then that's when you really want to make sure you're making the best grades possible. To transfer credits from elsewhere, just aim for the highest grades possible, because when you apply to your program, you're not going to be the only one. Each nursing school have so many seats that they accept, maybe 35, maybe 40, maybe even 25. So you just want to look the best on your application so that you're accepted. We went through over our first, which was research. Second, going to meet with an advisor. Third, prepare for our entrance test. Now we're at our fourth. Okay, the fourth step is to apply. Okay, so you're finally ready to apply. Okay, applying is going to be, in addition to your entrance test, in addition to your transcripts, you're also going to need letters of recommendation. Some schools may not require letters of recommendation, but most schools do. So already have, some people in mind that will write one for you. Some institutions, it's not even like a letter that they have to actually write. Maybe it's a form that they have to fill out, just what their relationship is to you, how long they've known you. Maybe it'll have a few questions on it, and then they just answer, just those questions. But you're definitely gonna have to get your letters of recommendation in order, and then you may also have to do an essay. But typically the essay, it's not something that you necessarily have to research. It's probably just something speaking from the heart. Like, just you're gonna say some good things about yourself, and you're gonna say what maybe inspired you, and who you're doing this for, and something sweet like that. In addition to your test scores, transcripts, letter of recommendations, essay, be prepared to pay your fees. So if you're applying to nursing school, then there is some fees that you do have to pay. So this is like your application fee, and this can range from $25 to $200. It just depends on your institution. But the research I did, mostly it was maybe 25 at the lowest, 200 the max. In addition to the application fee, you'll also, I should have mentioned this earlier, but you do have a fee for your entrance exam. So your HESI or your ATI entrance exam, that may also have a fee, and that can be around $200. And then let's say you have to retake it. Retaking the test could be maybe $50. I've even had an institution that wanted to charge me $200. And then I was like, bump that. I just went to a whole nother school because it was just so much going on with that institution. Then some schools even require a deposit up front for tuition. That may be $200. Okay, y'all. So we've done our research. We met with an advisors. We've taken our entrance exams. We applied. And now finally, you just gotta wait for your acceptance letter, and then boom, Dogs Mike, you're in nursing school. I know, right? That wasn't even a whole lot of stuff you had to do. I mean, this is so easy. Like, you can do this. Like, come on now. So finally, you're gonna wait for your acceptance. You're gonna get accepted into all 3 of your picks, and then you're just gonna be celebrating and decide later which one you want to go to. But guys, that's literally how to get into nursing school. If you have any questions, you guys, you can ask them down low in the comments. You can reach out to me directly. I'm on Instagram at NurseLifeLaura. Also, let me know if there's a video you want me to do, something specific that you want more information on, or you just want to know how something goes. Let me know down below in the comments. Is that it? I kind of want to keep talking to you guys. This has been a fun video. But anyway, guys, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe for me. Give this video a thumbs up. Please share it. Share it with people who've ever mentioned going to nursing school, who are thinking about the healthcare field. Share. I love you guys so much.